Welcome guys, I'm new to YouTube and my aim is to share my experiences as a startup videographer. Today I fly to Thailand to get content that I can add to my portfolio, and I chose Thailand because I know there's a lot of great stuff that I can capture. I start by getting a flight to Shanghai and then a connecting flight to Chiang Mai, and then when I arrived I ordered a bolt and I met my mate at a waterfall. Then I got the DJI Mini 4 Pro out and got some great drone footage. I had fun meeting the locals while taking some photos of the waterfall, and the trick to getting the blurred water effect is to lower your shutter speed to around 1/3. Myself and Max then headed into town. Honestly, there's so many things to see here, it's unreal. Then we took our shoes off, headed into a temple, counted my cash, and then went and got a massage just because we decided to get one. After that we went to the famous Carp Cafe in Chiang Mai, and yeah, it was so colourful and unique. It even had water vapour running everywhere, which was mad. I took some photos and it was an unreal experience. Right, next is the elephants. Now, this was a crazy experience. I really focused on, as a videographer, trying to capture their big presence. Then I got some great close-up footage of the elephants eating, and at one point I even thought he nearly took my GoPro. This is me being a madman and trying to get the best footage, and it was great because I managed to get permission from the sanctuary to fly the drone. I managed to get a special bit of footage when one of the elephants recognized the drone and was walking towards it, and I straight away knew that this was a gem. And yeah, I knew that this was going to be a great opportunity to get some great footage and add to my portfolio. In the evening I went to Thai boxing. We managed to get great seats, which was crucial for me to get close-up footage. The match was very entertaining and I managed to capture the intensity of the fight and would definitely recommend going. We went to a rooftop bar afterwards for some drinks whilst we were looking over the whole of Chiang Mai, and I used this opportunity to get some light transitions. The next day I went to Chiang Rai and got my DJI gimbal out and attached my camera to it to get some smooth shots of these famous temples. The first one being the White Temple, which was the most glamorous temple I've ever seen. I then got back in the bus and went to the Blue Temple. The Blue Temple was awesome and there was so much good content to capture, which was great. However, I must say my favourite temple was the Chinese temple. It was huge. I couldn't believe my eyes when I first arrived. You had to climb a massive staircase in order to get to it. I felt like Po out of Kung Fu Panda with his noodles going up the long staircase. That night I landed in Hanoi, Vietnam. I got the camera out to see what footage I could get. The intention was to walk around Hanoi and just capture how crazy and busy the streets can get. I met some kids along the way and they were jokes until they kept on taking my headphones and messing up my tripod. Anyways, got my equipment back and headed straight to Train Street. I set up loads of different camera angles and made sure I got good quality footage of the train going past. In the morning I headed straight to Halong and got on a boat to get amazing drone footage of the different islands. At first I was a bit annoyed because it wasn't blue skies, but actually it gave my edits a different mood and it gave my edits a mysterious aspect. I then rigged my gimbal to produce an interesting edit of this experience and also to coincide my drone footage. The interior of the boat was really nice. I had to get a couple shots of that as well. And then there was a party at the end and I had a little fun with some of the other people on the boat. Today was my last day and I decided to go to the Temple of Literature, which is Vietnam's first national university. Then the final activity that I was tasked with was to get footage of my mate fishing, as he asked me to get content for his social media platforms. I also wanted to film this as it's always great to add loads of different types of content to a videographer's library so that I can experiment with even more footage and make myself a more experienced videographer.
Crazy!